Willie D Live.
What's up, family? It's Black History Month. What we doing? What we doing, fam? You know, millions of Black people all over the United States are celebrating Black History Month. But not this dude. That's Academy Award winner Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman was born amidst the harsh realities of Jim Crow in Memphis, Tennessee during the 1930s. He recently shared a controversial statement about Black History Month, a statement and sentiment he addressed in the past. In an interview with Variety to promote his upcoming Civil War series, The Gray House, which premiered at the Monte Carlo Television Festival, Morgan says he is not a fan of having a single month to commemorate Black history, and that he feels it alienates him as a full-blooded American. No. That ain't three claps, man. So here's the deal, fam. Morgan has a right to his own opinion. I think everybody gets to feel how they want to feel about this thing, right? But I think that considering Black folks' lot in America, our history in America, well, we don't even get to have our history taught in schools anymore. I'm saying let's take everything we can get. Let's take whatever's on the table and fight for the rest later. Or fight for the rest while we're taking that and accepting that and acknowledging that, because Lord knows we need to know our damn history. Unfortunately, not enough parents are teaching their children about Black history. So we rely heavily on the school system to teach that information. And because now we can't even rely on that, we have to look at our civic organizations. We have to know our history, man. If you don't know where you've been, you don't know where you're going. When asked about how he felt about Black history this month, Morgan said, "I detest it." So what exactly doesn't Morgan like? He explained the mere idea of it. You are going to give me the shortest month in a year, and you're going to celebrate my history? This whole idea makes my teeth itch. It's not right. The 87-year-old added, "My history is American history. It's the one thing in this world I'm interested in beyond making money, having a good time, and getting enough sleep." National Black History Month traces its history back to 1915. When he say they gave us, they didn't give us nothing. Dr. Carter G. Woodson is the one, the historian, the author who founded the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History. And it was through that organization that Black History Week was born. And after, who was that? What president was that? It was Gerald Ford. Gerald Ford, he issued a message on the observance of Black History Week. And once he did that, now it's official, it's official, like on a national level. But then later, in the later months, a month was added. Instead of just saying, okay, we was gonna do it for a week. Again, it was Black people, it's the Black organization that said, we're gonna do this for a month. A week is not enough, we're gonna do it for a month. And then the presidents subsequently backed the message. You know, after Black people decided that we want more than a week, we're gonna do this for a month. So then the presidents came back and backed that initiative. So they didn't give us nothing. I hear this argument a lot about they. No, they didn't give us nothing. And in fact, if we look back through history, they ain't never gave us nothing. If we ever wanted something, we had to go out and get it. We had to go out and take it. We had to go out and fight for it. I hear what he's saying. Black history is American history. But fam, how can you deny the fact that most of us learn more about Black History Month, learn more about in Black History Month than we learn in an entire year? We learn more about Black history in Black History Month, during Black History Month, than we learn the entire year. Because the school system, even if you go to a Black school, they just were taught, they were mandated to not put an emphasis on the contributions of Black people. If you can, and you have young children, if you have the money, I think it is extremely important to try to get them in a school that focuses on Black history from day one. I'm talking about kindergarten. You see it up and down the halls, and it's not only in February. Oh, it's turned up in February, but all throughout the year, they're teaching these kids about Black history. My kids went to a school called the Imani School in Houston. It's a private school, and this school taught these kids so much about Black history. My daughter, I remember my daughter coming on. Family, I damn near don't even want to say this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it because I need to make this point to show you the significance of this point. I didn't know who Madame C.J. Walker was. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know who Madame C.J. Walker was until my daughter had to do a school report on her in the 2nd grade. I went to public schools all my life. We didn't have it like that. I didn't know who Madame C.J. Walker was until my daughter brought her schoolwork home in the 2nd grade and she was doing a report on it. This is why Trump and the Republicans and even Democrats, they want to take critical race theory out of the schools. They like the idea of our kids feeling helpless and having a sense of needing the system, and making them think that they can't do certain things. They know when these Black kids see that other people in their lineage has already done great things. It's people that's done great things 100 years ago, Black people that done great things 100 years ago, that Black people today ain't even doing. They don't want that history taught. They don't even want the history of Black revolts being taught, because that lets Black people know you ain't got to take that. You can actually fight back, and not just fight back, you can win. You ain't got to fight to die. You dig what I'm saying? They don't want that type of history taught because it undermines their brutality. It undermines their control. But it is what it is. I hear a lot of people say, well, why they give us the shortest month of the year? Why we got to get the shortest month of the year? Well, there's a actual reason behind that. The timing was deliberate. The 2nd week of February was chosen because it overlapped the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass, both who were considered at the time to be pivotal figures in Black history. So that's why it was chosen. It wasn't because it was the shortest month of the year, but it seemed like to me somebody should have done their homework and said, wait a minute, man, just for the sake of this not being a running joke in the future, let's pick another month. You know what I'm saying? But what say you, fam? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And let me know what y'all think about Morgan Freeman. I mean, do y'all agree with that? Do y'all agree that Black History Month need to be done away with? If so, what are you going to replace it with? Because Trump already said he's not teaching Black history in the schools. So what's your options? Let me know. Drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.